Today we are reviewing Quadeca's newest single, Tell Me a Joke. It is 5 minutes, 5 seconds long. A surprisingly another long track. I believe in the last song review for Born Yesterday, which came out about a month ago, I believe. I did say that long tracks aren't necessarily something I know Quadeca for, and it was a little surprising to see Tell Me a Joke come in at 5 minutes, but kind of building on this last review, I did say I want to see this production quality that we've seen on Born Yesterday translate into other songs. And Tell Me a Joke is the last single before the album comes out, which has now been revealed to be November 11th. It's up for pre-save if anybody wants to pre-save that. Tell Me a Joke picks right off with the brilliant production. Took me a little bit of time to get used to the heavy vocal filters, edits that he uses. Whatever term people want to use, I'm sure people understand, and you'll certainly understand if you give this song a try. It's brilliant production. That is one of the very first things that kind of pops out at you. I mean, I would say brilliant production generally is what kind of mostly stands out whenever you start listening to things. It is still classified as alternative, which is interesting because the last time he's a rap slash hip hop guy, and him taking the alternative route is not something I expected, but seems like he's doing really, really good with it, showing some versatility, really great, and really making steps towards being, that artist that people take seriously. And Tell Me a Joke, yeah, production's brilliant. Conceptually, it keeps going, which I fully expect at this point because I'm sure he has confirmed that this is more of a conceptual album than a what he sometimes dubs ignorant Quadeca, where just kind of talks his talk. You gotta let out that confidence sometimes, but this is definitely a conceptual song as well. As far as what the concept of this song is, I'm not entirely sure yet, and I'm sure when the actual album comes out and things start to tie together, then it'll be a lot more clear what this song and the other song, where they kind of fit in the storyline. I've seen the track list. These singles are not back to back, thankfully. That would have kind of made it stale for me, and I'm sure people could sit there and say, well, that's a personal problem because you shouldn't have listened to the singles if that's the case. But it's just it's weird whenever singles kind of go back to back, and there's no knock to Eden on that. He said that it just kind of came out that way. But yeah, brilliant production, really good conceptually. If anything, I do feel like this is Quadeca evolving, and I think this is an evolution that not many people are really ready to see, including me. When I say that there was like flashes of brilliance, I truly mean that there was flashes of brilliance. It was there, and For Me to You had so much time in between releases that it was so late it became a meme, honestly. And this one's came out a lot faster. It's had a lot more of a smoother rollout than For Me to You, so it's really interesting to see how much it seems like he's evolved. I'd like to really know when he started working on this, because it is just that much of an evolution to me. Maybe he's just talented enough to be able to pick up like that. Maybe he's not. We won't know unless somebody asks him. Anthony Fantano, if you ask this man, I hope he gives an answer. I hope you even ask in the first place. But really good song. Replayability. Is it more replayable than Born Yesterday to me? Yes. but that could also just be simply due to the fact that it is new. And you know, as the days go by, I'll probably maybe change my mind, but as it sits right now, is a lot more replayable than Born Yesterday. That's not to say Born Yesterday isn't exactly replayable, but if I were to pick a song to put on replay, it would be Tell Me a Joke. Sometimes when artists put out new songs, they're not very replayable when it comes to, you know, like the other singles. Eden was definitely an example of that because some of them were not as replayable as the last, and I kind of, you know, found that out as I went. But yeah, I'm going to have to give Tell Me a Joke an 8.8. I really do enjoy it. I really do enjoy the vibe. It's kind of a more melancholic vibe to me. Whereas Born Yesterday is not as melancholic, and it's kind of maybe giving me an idea as to where this album is heading. Definitely going to review the album, but yeah, I encourage people to listen to it. It's an alternative song according to Apple Music and everywhere else that I've looked. Quadeca he's talented. I would urge people to listen to his last album too, so that you have some kind of idea of what he is capable of. Honestly, I think it's worth a shot. And if you listen to the last album or any of these songs, comment what you think. If you hate them, you love them, if you would recommend it to somebody else, if you did recommend it to somebody else. And please subscribe. I've not been saying that, but run the subscribers up. We got to run these up like stocks. You people have no problem running up stocks. So, come on. It's free, no buy-ins. Suckers. 59 or whatever. Was that necessary? Probably not.